Hi, I'm Adam Kunzmiller with BGG TV at Gen Con 2014, and I'm joined by Dan Yarrington with Game Salute.
Howdy.
And we're here to talk about King's Forge. So what is King's Forge?
King's Forge is a brand new release from Game Salute and Clever Mojo Games, and it's from designer Nick Sabicki with great art by Jonathan Kurtz. He did all the art for this game. It is a crafting game where you are rolling dice to craft cool objects, and you want to get 4 objects that you make in your forge to please the king. So the first one to craft 4 objects wins the game. So that's the general gist of it. We have an appropriately themed first player token, giant anvil, so that you can pass around. You've got a whole bunch of dice. There's 91 dice in the game. These dice you're going to use the most. Those are metal dice. You have wood dice, which are green. You have gem dice that are red, and you have magic dice. There are a couple other dice that are magical. They're library and cemetery. Those don't come up too often, but you'll see those correlate here. So if I rolled a 5, I could place that here on the giant club. I'm trying to get all sets of them in order to get those into mine. You have some special abilities on the docks here, so you can use bonus dice, and you have these cards that let you do special things as well. But the gist of it is pretty much just a crafting game. It's iterative. You have these are just to keep track of who you are. You can place your dice on them. They're double-sided, so you can have different flavor. It is just 2 to 4 players, so you can't play with up to 8, but it's got all these different things that you can make. There's a whole deck of them, and all gorgeous artwork by Jonathan Kurtz here. A game of ingenuity, iron golems, that sort of thing. Plays about 45 minutes to an hour, and most of that is you're going to do some setup. It sort of builds up a little bit as you get your abilities, and then you just start really crafting and building your collection. If 2 people get to 4 pieces at any time you get to 4 pieces at the end of the game, you win at the end of that round. But if 2 people get 4 items, then it goes by tiebreaker of who has the highest. So these will be organized by number. You'll see these little numbers like 117, 105. There's only one of those of every number, so therefore you're always going to have a finite winner.
And I imagine the higher ones are generally harder to make?
Yeah, generally, I mean, you can see here, this one takes 6 dice. Generally, they're better. You know, these ones are easier, so it's not always the case, but that's the general gist of it. So that's King's Forge. It's done very well. It's sold out here at the show. This was its debut. It released also in stores, so you maybe I'll find it in some local stores if they still have copies. And again, on August 15th here at Gen Con, this is the base game. There are 2 expansions. There's one that is unfortunately I don't have the packaging here, but it says the unnecessary but totally cool board, which is a board that you can just lay everything out on, so that you can buy separately. That does not come in the base game.
All right.
That was a Kickstarter stretch goal. And then Queen's Jubilee. This one here is a little expansion. It comes with a bunch of extra cards. It's 35 game cards, 4 new dice, and some new rules, and it comes with 3 make-your-own craft cards, so you can draw your own stuff and put it in there. So that is King's Forge.
All right, and how long does it typically take to play?
It's about 45 to 60 minutes. First game will probably be an hour and a half, and then after that, I find 45 minutes for like 3 players, and then maybe 60 for 4 players. Depends on how much you think about it.
All right, great. Once again, that was King's Forge from Game Salute.